When are corresponding squares not useful? Have you ever wondered when the concept of corresponding squares in chess might not be the best tool for your strategy? Let's break down this fascinating topic. Corresponding squares are a method used mainly in endgames, especially those involving kings and pawns or minor pieces. They help players understand which squares are critical for maintaining balance or achieving a win. However, there are specific situations where this concept may not apply effectively. First, think about open and dynamic positions. In these scenarios, the board is filled with possibilities. Pieces can move in many directions, making it tough to pinpoint corresponding squares. The flexibility of the kings and other pieces means players often relying on general endgame principles and tactical calculations instead. Next, consider complex endgames with many pieces on the board. When there are multiple pawns and pieces, especially on both sides, the number of potential positions increases dramatically. In these cases, calculating corresponding squares becomes impractical. Players shift their focus to piece activity and tactical opportunities rather than static mappings. Another situation arises when there are immediate tactical solutions available. If a position can be resolved through a direct tactic, like a fork or a pin, then corresponding squares take a backseat. Tactics often take precedence over the more static nature of corresponding squares. Modern chess engines also change the game. These powerful tools can analyze positions deeply and find the best moves without relying on corresponding squares. While human players might use this concept for understanding, computers solve positions through extensive calculations, making corresponding squares less relevant in engine play. Lastly, think about endgames where zugzwang is not possible. Zugzwang is when a player must move but any move worsens their position. If a position does not allow for zugzwang, the concept of corresponding squares loses its significance. In such cases, the endgame may be drawn or won through other means, making the mapping of squares unnecessary. In summary, while corresponding squares are a helpful tool in certain endgames, they are not universally applicable. In open positions, complex endgames, tactical situations, and computer analysis, other skills and principles become more important. Understanding when to apply corresponding squares can help players make better decisions in their games.